Now, 3 designs for a memorial in Lincolnshire to honour thousands of Bomber Command airmen who died in the Second World War have been unveiled. Many feel that the work of the crews was not recognised after the war because of the damage caused to German cities. The new memorial will sit on a hill above Lincoln. Philip Norton is there at the moment. Why has that location been chosen?
Well, Peter, I'm here on Cannock Hill, just to the south of Lincoln. I can tell you there's some spectacular views of the city and the cathedral. Now, during the Second World War, it was actually this view of the cathedral that would guide returning air crews home to the safety of their airfields across Lincolnshire. But for so many, more than 25,000 airmen, in fact, this was the last view of home they would see. 3 designs for a permanent tribute to thousands of brave airmen who gave their lives in Bomber Command. And this is where the memorial will be placed, overlooking the famous cathedral that guided so many air crews back to safety.
One of them has been very much inspired by searchlights and the long searchlights that you might have seen when aircrew were flying over in the Second World War. There's a second design that's a tall spire, actually taller than the Angel of the North, but made of the same material, made of cotton steel, that's made of all of the names of the over 25,000 aircrew who lost their lives. So you're actually looking at the cathedral through the names that are built into a huge spire. And our third design is a giant lens that has in the centre a magnifying lens that actually brings the image of the cathedral actually much closer to the viewer. And then that's surrounded by names of the aircrew who lost their lives.
In total, more than 50,000 airmen lost their lives in Bomber Command. Around half of them flew from Lincolnshire. And that's why the Lincolnshire Bomber Command Memorial Trust says it's important to remember the sacrifices made from the county.
Bomber Command and aviation is part of Lincolnshire's DNA. Bomber Command has affected everybody in Lincolnshire, local communities, veterans, and even up to serving personnel and their families in the county at the moment.
Harry Parkins agrees. A Bomber Command veteran, he flew 39 bombing missions on Lancasters from Lincolnshire, surviving 2 crashes and losing countless friends.
Well, lots of crews coming back from Bomber Command, or bombing raids, I should say, always looked towards the cathedral. You knew you were coming home. You were safe. It is so important to remember these people because they weren't lucky enough to get back home. Or some of them that did were very badly burned and injured. So it is important that they're remembered.
The designs now go out for the public to have their say, and so far they've been welcomed.
So you never forget for what they did, for us, yeah, that's why. Yeah, very good, very impressed.
I think they're really good. I quite like them. I like the idea of that, with everybody's names in that was lost. I think that's really lovely, yeah. Yeah, I'd be quite impressed to see those, actually.
A formal launch of an appeal will take place next month, with the hopes of a poignant permanent thank you on the Lincolnshire landscape. Now, the memorial is still subject to planning permission and, of course, fundraising. A budget of around £500,000 will be needed. But if all goes well, in 2 years' time, it will be placed around 100 metres or so just behind me, with those spectacular views. Those views, of course, that so many would never return to see again. Peter.
Well, thank you very much indeed. Lovely to see some sunshine as well at this time of night.